Dumbass of the Week.
Now, this week we had a really hard time picking just one dumbass. So this week on the Lunchbox, we've picked two dumbasses. First, let's start with Donald Trump, whose ongoing feud with Rosie O'Donnell just comes to no end. Donald, you're our dumbass because simply as this. If you really have as much money as you say you do, then please, for God's sake, man, hire a real hairstylist. Even Rosie's flip over looks better than yours does in real life. And secondly, our second dumbass of the week is none other than the great Bill O'Reilly, whose comments regarding an 8-year-old girl's little piece on YouTube is just so far-fetched and ridiculous. Right now, we're going to show you a small clip of what this segment of the 8-year-old girl is on YouTube, and you can judge for yourself. But here's a word of caution for Bill O'Reilly. Bill, it was fictitious, which meaning it was fake. Get over it. Here's the clip.
So I was watching Oprah the other day, and that idiot, Bill O'Reilly, was on the show. He was taking the common view that violence today comes from kids, like me, playing video games and listening to rap music. Well, let me remind you that violence in society is nothing new, and violence in music is nothing new either. How about armored Christian soldiers and 10 little Indians, for example? In fact, religion has incited a hell of a lot more violence than rap music and video games. Religion has caused the genocide of nations and continues to. We've had gangs for centuries that did far worse things, like the KKK or the Nazis or the Republican Party, all killing innocent people in the name of religion. And what is it that O'Reilly would rather I do? Instead of listening to NERD and playing Soul Calibur, he would rather I go to church and be a goddamn Christian. Well, I will let you into a secret. If you made me go to church and worship some fictitious god that interrupts my viewing of something far more educational and fact-based like Family Guy or South Park, then I probably would get medieval on someone's ass. The fact is, the way to stop children getting mixed up with gangs and violence is treating us like human beings. We don't need to be taught religion. We need to be taught empathy. And you grown-ups need to learn what that means.
Impact segment tonight, we have been warning you that the rise of machines throughout the world has a potential for great good and terrible evil. We all know about child pornography on the internet, but there are other abuses of children on the net that are disturbing to say the least. On one internet site, this little girl was posted saying vile things. We're not going to publicize the site or the adults behind it. We know who they are, but you need to know what's going on. Joining us now from Boston, child advocate and attorney Wendy Murphy. Is this child abuse?
You bet it is. And I'm going to call the authorities, but here's the thing. It's not a crime in this country. It could be in some other country.
But child abuse is a fairly big thing. Maybe social services could make a case.
These parents have First Amendment rights. The kid has First Amendment rights, I think.
Well, you know, if this is going on, other stuff's going on. You can't even get the child rapist sentenced to decent
Exactly, but this is what happens when you give parents that kind of free rein to abuse their children.
And they are. All right, Wendy, thanks very much. We appreciate it.
And that, my friend, is why you are this week's Dumbass of the Week.